Hey guys, welcome back to another lesson in my piano course for beginners level 2. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. If you're interested in getting the accompanying method book for this course, there's going to be links for that below, and I also offer online piano lessons. If you're looking for one, there's going to be information below. In the first lesson of this final chapter in level 2, we're going to learn about the F major scale, a new key, a new scale, and of course its primary chords. So let's start building our F major scale. As we learned in the previous lessons with C major and G major, we are going to use the tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone formula to create our scale. So we need to start on F and we need a tone. So G is our second note because that's a tone. We need another tone, so A is our next note. And then we need a semitone, but B would be a tone. So what do we need to do to B to make it into a semitone? We have to flatten it so it becomes B flat, and now A and B flat is a semitone, not a tone. Then we need a tone again, so C and B flat is a tone because there is B in between. Then we need another tone, so C and D, another one, E, and the final semitone, F, E, and F. So that's why you've got a B flat in the key of F major in the F major scale. So once again the notes, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. These are the notes of the F major scale. If we use the B flat in the key signature, in the treble clef it's always going to be on the third line, and in the bass clef it's going to be on the second line from the bottom. So let's start with the right hand. It's going to have an unusual fingering, not the same as C major and G major. So we start one on the F, 1, 2, 3, and instead of crossing over, we're going to put number 4 on the B flat, and then 1, 2, 3, and we finish on the 4. Very important, not finishing on the 5, but on the 4. So technically, it's two groups of 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of the usual 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, number 4 on the B flat, a big stretch, and finishing 1 on the F. Left hand starts 5 on the F, 4 on the G, 3 on the A, 2 on the B flat, 1, crossing number 3, 2, 1. Coming back, number 1 on the C, B flat, A, G, F. So the left hand is identical to the C and G major scales, but the right hand is different. Very important to pay attention to that B flat. Many people always confuse it with the B, and it sounds very similar, but not quite like a major scale sound. Hands together. 1. Right hand crosses over. Left hand 3 and 4. Coming back. Left hand number 1. Right hand number 4. And just to repeat myself, as with any scale, the most important thing is evenness in speed and in sound. So not slowing down, not speeding up, not stopping between the notes, especially at the thumb crossing, and making sure all the notes are the same volume, none of them stick out. So a couple of examples of what could go wrong. Stopping instead of, or notes sticking out, like really pushing certain notes, so be careful about that. So that's about the F major scale. Now let's move on to the primary chords in F major, which are the most important chords, as we know from the previous lessons, chords 1, 4, and 5, 7. So let's build these chords. The first note of the scale is F. So if I build a triad on F, it's going to be 2 skips, F, A, C. This is going to be chord 1, F major. If I go to the 4th note to find chord 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 skip from B, B, C, D, D, E, F is going to be our B flat major chord, B flat, D, F. And our chord 5 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 skips, a C major. So C major now is chord 5, but in the key of C major, the chord C major was chord 1. Very confusing, but once you understand that it's all relative, it's easy to understand. Now, how do we make this a chord 5-7? We have to add the 7th note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is going to be our 5-7 chord, the C major 7. As always, let's try to make these chords a little bit easier to transition between, so let's invert them. The F chord is going to stay the same, 1, 3, 5, F, A, C, but the B flat chord is quite far, so we're going to move the F to the bottom. So F, B flat, D, 1, 3, 5. And then we can easily switch, chord 1, chord 4, chord 1, chord 4. And chord 5-7, which is very far away, we're going to move the B flat to the bottom. Then we're going to leave out the G, and we're going to move the E to the bottom. So E, B flat, C, 1, 4, 5, E, B flat, C. Chord 1, chord 4, chord 5-7, chord 1, left hand. 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5. And these are the inverted versions of the primary chords in F major. To finish up this lesson, let's learn a short study in 6/8 in F major. The exercise combines 3 studies into one. The first line works on the primary chord inversions in both blocked and broken chord format. Bars 7 and 8 combine a melody with chords, and the final 2 bars present the F major scale in a slightly unusual rhythm in 6/8, so groups of 3 notes instead of groups of 4. Pay special attention to the key signature, every B is flat, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here is it, and then I'll talk you through it in more detail. So let's start with the first line, chord 1, then chord 4, and then chord 5-7. We start with a broken chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So broken, then blocked. Chord 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 5-7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now the left hand stays with chord 1 and 5-7, but the right hand is doing a small melody. 1, 2, 3, B flat, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, B flat, 5, 6. And now they go up together on the F major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and crossing number 2 over to the G and back to the F. Start very slowly because the study has 3 separate sections that sound quite different and feel different when it comes to rhythm and melody. And what can happen is when you transition from one section to the next, your speed changes, something like this. Instead of. So keeping the pulse very even all the way through, starting slowly and building up speed. The faster you can go, the better. But remember, clarity comes first, and having a very soft wrist, curved fingers is going to help to not build up any tension.